What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhyme Style here, and today I'm talking about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 because we have two new gameplay videos that were released this morning by Bandai that shows up both Vados and Champa. And of course, just like the last couple times, I want to give you my own breakdown, own thoughts about both these characters. So without further ado, let's talk about Champa first. Actually, before we start, I do want to toss out the information right now that we don't know when this is coming out yet. It's coming out sometime in February, but there's no specific release date yet. Once I figure that out, I will let you guys know, but for now, understand that this DLC, this is the paid DLC for DLC Pack 2, will be coming out sometime in February. So we kick it off by seeing Champa do some of his basic combos, and the first thing I notice is that he seems somewhat slow. Now, he's not as slow as compared to a character like Omega Shenron or Broly, like the big bulkier characters, but his attacks do seem a bit slow. Also, big shout out to Dims for getting the punches right. If you guys remember, in the initial start of the Universe 6 Terminal arc, we saw Champa facing off against Beerus for like a quick couple seconds, and those are the same punches he was throwing then. So I like the fact that they added that tiny detail into his character. Also, as Champa is finishing off his combo on the video right now, hashtag rest in peace Goku Balls, because that kick at the end that he delivers when he finishes his combo is just epic. Now, the big question that everybody had on their mind is whether or not Champa was going to be an exact clone to Beerus as far as combo strings. And that can be officially put to rest because if you guys saw in that first combo, he had his own unique attacks. However, you may notice that he has some key similarities to Beerus, such as the same guard animation, same back hit, and he also has that same similar sledgehammer style combo attack that Beerus has. Now, that's not a big deal because he does still have his own unique attacks and everything, and he feels like his own unique character, but I do want to point out he does have some similarities to Beerus. Now, this next move, I can't figure out whether or not it's an escape move or some kind of super attack that they're adding to Champa's moveset. I will point out that a couple weeks ago, Champa Vados, who is an awesome modder in the Dragon Ball community, did find some data that showcases the attacks of Vados and Champa are going to have in the game. Now, I do want to point out that the data at the time of discovery when Champa Vados found this was still early, and it was kind of like a blueprint. It wasn't actually in the game already, so it's not like you could look it up and see what each attack was. But as you can see, Champa was shown to have a new super attack and a new ultimate, and Vados was shown to have 4 new super attacks and 1 new ultimate. Now again, that's not to say this is final. For all we know, Champa might have more attacks that they're adding into the game. They weren't revealed at the time of discovery, but at the same time, I do want to point this off, and as you can see, it shows nothing about a new evasive move. So for all we know, that the attack that you just saw on screen is some kind of super attack that's similar to Angry Shout. But it does seem to be an attack that does push your opponent back, so for all we know, it could be an evasive move. Anyways, let's get into the goods. Now we get a first look at Champa's ultimate attack, and I gotta say I'm excited for this one because I love these kind of attacks that bounce back and forth, similar to the Spirit Ball and the Double Death Slicer that Frieza does. Now, due to the nature of the attack, it seems that this attack might not do a lot of crazy damage like Dragon Fist, for example, but at the same time, because it's so hard to dodge and it hits multiple times, I feel like you may want to actually implement this into your moveset, especially when it gets released for custom created characters, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be similar to how we got Frost and Kabi's attacks. Personally, I'm a huge fan of these attacks that bounce back and forth like the Double Death Slicer and the Spirit Ball, solely because they feel so satisfying to pull off at the end of a combo. So because of that, I'm definitely going to be using this move, and I'm a huge fan of it. But overall, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Champa's new ultimate attack. Now, for the last couple seconds of the Champa teaser combo video thing, it does show that he has another escape move, so that again makes you believe that either 1, he's going to have 2 variations, or 2, that attack that we saw earlier is a super attack and he's only going to get 1 variation. So in the comment section below, I guess, let me know your thoughts whether or not you believe that Champa is going to have multiple variations and the first attack was an evasive move, or if you're just going to get 1 variation and then the attack that we saw earlier was a super attack. Just feel free to kind of leave your own thoughts in the comment section below. Overall, though, I gotta say I'm pretty excited to play as Champa in the upcoming DLC Pack 2, and also, speaking of which, I can't ignore the awesome stage. Universe 6 stage looks amazing, and the best part, it looks like that there's nothing that the camera is going to get caught on, which is very annoying in certain stages on Xenoverse 2. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the go-to stage that everybody's going to be using online, just because it's so clean, nice, and there's no worries about camera issues, so I'm excited about that. But let's go ahead and talk about Vados now, because Vados, well, Vados is very interesting, let's just say that much. And the reason why I say that is because between Champa and Vados, Vados is who I'm more excited about to play between both of these two characters. Now, before I start, let me just freeze it real fast. And look at the attitude, by the way. That's literally the same attitude that she has in the series. The same question with Champa people had is whether or not Vados is going to have similar attacks to Whis just because she fights with the staff. And to answer that question, yes and no. As you can see in the video, she starts the attacks off similar to Whis, but she ends them completely differently, in fact, in a much better way. She is technically a much better Whis, and it's funny because that's how her character was portrayed in the series, and in fact, it is revealed that she is stronger than Whis. So I like the fact that they kind of took the attacks similar to Whis, but made them a lot better and unique in their own way, and that right there is what makes Vados so awesome from the start. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is how her combos are going to respond in the online environment of Xenoverse 2. Because you guys know, doing these combos offline and online are 2 different things. And based on connection and lag, a lot of these combos could potentially drop. So I hope that they got her right to the point where if you take her online, you don't have to worry about that. So fingers crossed that she's actually usable online as she is offline. Now for this next part, let's pull up the screen again that Komodo Mods posted, and as you can see, Vados has 4 new super attacks: WLZ, COB, COC, and CON. Again, I don't know what these moves are, but for the last 3, since they sound so similar, I think they're referencing the balls that she tosses out in this video. So the way these attacks works from the looks of it is you toss them out and they're either flying slowly towards your opponent, or you can press the button again and it'll kind of charge in on them. This is similar to the homing attack that's available for your custom created characters for the basic Ki Blast, and these put a lot of pressure on your opponents. Now this is what's going to make Vados so dangerous. You toss out the balls, you go in for the combos, and then you connect the combos together with the balls. This is going to make her a top tier character in this game if it's done right in an online environment. I know all you combo artists out there who are watching this video are probably just drooling at the potential of combos you can pull off with Vados online. On top of that, if we can learn these moves for our custom created characters, it's going to be insane, so I'm excited about that. The final part of this actual clip is we see Vados actually do the same escape move as Whis, which I'm not a big fan of that move, but again, for the character that Whis and Vados are, it makes sense. And finally, we end the video off by seeing Vados' ultimate attack, which I gotta say is disrespect at its best. Basically, she traps you in an energy ball and then blows you up. That's probably the same tier as disrespectful as Turles' Meteor Burst, so it's pretty awesome. Now, unlike Champa's attack, my theory is that this attack is going to do a lot more damage just due to the fact that it's a bit harder to pull off. It seems you have to be at super close range, which in the video you can see Vados, she does do a stamina break to pull the attack off. So for that one, it'll be a little more tricky to pull off as opposed to Champa's balls. But I mean, this is all speculation. For all I know, both of these attacks are going to be very low damage, and until I actually play it, I don't really know much myself. I just have the visuals I see in front of me. But from the looks of it, it does look pretty powerful. But I don't know, you let me know your thoughts. Overall though, I gotta say I'm pretty excited to play as both Vados and Champa. Between Vados and Champa, honestly, I'm leaning more on the Vados side because I recently picked out Whis and I've been playing more with him. He's a blast to play with. But Champa is also fun too. But in the comment section below, I want you guys to duke it out. Let me know which character you're more excited to play as and why. Hashtag Champa or hashtag Vados. Once again, remember, we don't have the release date for this yet. It's sometime in February. The second I find out, I will tweet about it, so you can follow me on Twitter at Rhymestyle. But also, I'll make a video as well. So just keep an eye out for that information when it comes out. And one last thing, I gotta mention this again because I keep seeing people ask about this. The other characters, Zamasu, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta were not announced for DLC Pack 2. They are announced for future DLC. I don't know why Bandai decided to release all their information when they showed off the initial DLC 2 trailer back in December, but because of it, a lot of people assumed that they were going to release all those characters in one pack, but that's not what they were saying. In the actual trailer, if you look back, it said Season Pass in the top right corner, and for DLC Pack 2, it showed off Vados and Champa. As far as Zamasu, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and whatever else they have planned, that's coming in the future for DLC Pack 3 and 4. I just kind of want to clarify that because there's still a lot of confusion about it. Again, DLC Pack 2 was only meant to have Vados and Champa. Everybody else was just announced as future DLC, just to be clear with that. And again, for Vados and Champa, this is going to be paid DLC, so it's going to be $9.99, which is going to consist of a story mode expansion to Universe 6, a bunch of other stuff, the same Space Pod, Vados and Champa, but there will also be a free update coming out too that has a couple other things like costumes and attacks and things like that. So if you missed those videos, I will link the details to those in the description below. But again, Vados and Champa were the only characters confirmed for DLC Pack 2. Everybody else was just playing for the future. I just want to clarify that once again. So anyways, that's my breakdown. Let me know your thoughts, what you guys think about Vados and Champa. Are you hyped, not hyped, yada, 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 yada. In the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. Let's go for 9,001 as always, even though we don't really hit that goal ever. But still, challenge. I challenge you guys. And as soon as I find out any more information as far as the release date and all that good stuff, I will let you guys know. So stay tuned, subscribe if you're new here, and I will keep you guys in the loop as it happens when it happens. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I will see all y'all Super Sandwiches in the comment section below. Peace.